Sonic the Hedgehog, you can get me and Sonic getting no dog. Fuck! Intro start call. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the Insane Gang. Rick here, back at it again with another video. So, Sonic's birthday is coming up, and so is mine. Sonic is a franchise I've held very near and dear to my heart for many years. And it's funny because our birthdays are pretty close together. If I remember correctly, Sonic's is June 23rd, and mine's is like June 16th. So literally, me and him turned like 30 on the same week. But Sega has decided to finally drop some Sonic related news on us. Now, I don't think I've made a Sonic video in a while, so this video is kind of overdue anyway. Now, there's a lot of rumors and leaks going around. I think the two games that have been leaked so far, or rumored so far, is the Sonic Colors Ultimate, which makes sense because Sonic Colors is one of the only other games that has had no like port. I think of the Sonic games that people will want the most, I think Colors is the last recent game, and maybe they'll touch Unleashed. I don't know, man, because the only thing you're gonna port because Unleashed is probably one of the more controversial games. I'm surprised they even ported Lost World to PC, but I think that really was just to recoup money or just get money from it. And I would still argue the Wii U version is better. So the Colors Ultimate is the first game. The second game has only been recently talked about and leaked, I think through a German site, if I remember correctly, which is like another Sonic collection. Now, I think the description of the site doesn't tell us what's in the collection, but considering they've already done collections for all of Sonic's like classic games, mine is like 3 and Knuckles because, but you know, more than likely, this will probably be a collection of his 3D games. If I had to take a shot in the dark, I'm gonna guess Adventure 1, Adventure 2, Heroes. I think they really don't want to really address anything from Shadow or 06. So it might just be those 3 games. It might be just 1, 2, and Heroes. Because I don't think they're gonna touch Shadow. I don't think they're gonna touch 06. I know they're not gonna touch the storybook games. And I don't think Unleashed, I would be surprised if they did Unleashed. Unleashed is the only like maybe, but I highly doubt it because the gap between like Heroes and Unleashed is like what, 5 years, 5 or 6 years, I want to say. I don't think I think they'll do the 3 classic games. And Heroes isn't necessarily a amazing game either, but I know people at least think it's all right, or they think doing one route of it's all right. Shadow, on the other hand, can kind of go die in a fire, and we don't talk about 06. And the storybook games, although sold well, were not well received overall. Although I want to give them credit because I genuinely believe they were making improvements. Like, I think most people would say Sonic and the Black Knight is a better game than Sonic and the Secret Rings. The funny thing is, I actually like the story of Sonic and the Secret Rings more than Black Knight. Not by a lot, mind you, but I just prefer that story. I thought that story was more fantastical and had different elements. I have completely gotten off track again. God damn it. The point I'm trying to make is that's what the collections either, I don't think they would be ridiculous enough to put out another old school collection. I mean, it's not that you couldn't do it, but unless 3 and Knuckles is going to be on that bitch. Now, they were talking about projects. It's not just games. So there's other things that come from this event, and we don't know what they are. So game-wise, I'm pretty sure, and then obviously we have the new Sonic game. And the last Sonic game we got was Forces. And Forces, I think, is the worst. I don't give a fuck what anyone says about Lost World. Sonic Forces next to Sonic Boom was the worst Sonic game we had gotten in recent memory. Because it was a really, really bad version of Generations. It was almost like we had a concept with Generations. And I hated it because when Forces was announced, Forces did that thing where it was like the creators of Sonic Generations. I low-key wasn't excited about it because I'm like, I honestly believe Lost World has a better control scheme. It's just that people don't like the game that controls that. They don't like the game and they don't like the level design that control scheme is attached to. And I can understand that because I think that control scheme deserved another chance with a better game. As far as new game stuff, now they did do. Sega did take the advice. Sega and Sonic Team took the advice of do not put out anything for a while. Let Sonic breathe. It's the same issue that I had with Game Freak, where they were just putting out games day after day, and nothing was really improving, or the improvements weren't great. They were like really minor things, and in some ways, the games took step back. I mean, for God's sakes, Generations, I think, debatably is still the best modern game, and that game is almost, what, 10 years old? The game is 10 years old. Like, that's bad. That means you're the last good Sonic game. Because if you want to count Mania, you can. But, like, realistically, it's kind of hard to give that credit. Because that's essentially a fan game that got legitimized by the publisher. Like, the last game that Sonic Team made is 10 years old. The last game that was universally praised. So, with that being stated, I don't know where the fuck they're going to go. Sonic has been all over the place in his entire career, especially his 3D career. He literally won't know where to go. And I'm hoping to God, because the main things that really do not need to show back up, do not overly rely on Classic Sonic again. And if you do Classic Sonic, he's got to have his own game. Don't do this mixed shit. I think the problem with, to me, fucking Forces was pretty much all the problems of the modern era, minus Lost World, because no one gave a fuck about that game. You rehash the whips again from 2000 and fucking, what was that, 9? Fucking Colors is over 10 years old, and you've been reusing those fucking creatures with no lore, mind you. No fucking lore whatsoever. You've been reusing the shit out of them. Let him go. Classic Sonic, let him go. Now, people still like the boost gameplay. We just haven't gotten a game that really took advantage of it, other than the anniversary game. That was too fucking short for some people. People didn't mind it because Sonic had a bad issue with padding and didn't want to just let a game breathe on its own. Even fucking the remake of Colors, like that conceptually is not exciting to me because, for one, Colors wasn't a balanced game. Colors is probably more 2D than 3D. And two, because it's the same game I played to death on the Wii. Like, the game already looked gorgeous for the Wii. I already know as soon as we see pictures and trailers and shit, it's going to look absolutely phenomenal. But you know what it shows me? Even though the whips may not be in the new game, we still got to fucking show them off in another game. It's like, guys, like, let some of this shit die. Even like one of the things I liked in Lost World was the consistency with the references, like calling Eggman Baldy McNosehair. That's a cool joke, but when you use it like 18 times, it loses its edge. Like, it shouldn't be in every game. It almost felt like the 2010s for Sonic was riding the coattails of Colors and Generation. And Lost World was the first game to make an attempt, and they were like, nah, son, that ain't it. And guess what? We just didn't get a game. We also got the racing games. I don't think we're going to get another one of those right now because the last game isn't that old. It's like, what, a couple years old? So I don't think it'll be another racing game. It's probably going to be mainline Sonic. And as long as you just let that game be its own thing and stop tying it to all this other extra shit, will be good. Also, we'll have a new voice actor. That's the other thing I almost completely forgot to mention. This will be the first game that won't have Roger Craig Smith voicing Sonic, although I don't know if the rest of the cast has been recast. We don't know. And I feel bad because his era literally doesn't have, he has like 2 games that people like. He has 2 games. And people didn't even like his voice, for God's sakes. It's funny how I liked him from the get-go, and people just progressively got downer and downer on him. Other than the cartoon. The cartoon was the saving grace. But god damn it, like 2 games, yo. And they're both from like a couple years apart from each other. I don't know, man. It's funny because he started out this decade so fucking well. His 20s, his first couple of years in the 20s is great. And then, man, You just couldn't get your shit together. Regardless of how I feel about Lost World, you just couldn't get your shit together. And it just crashed, yo. I really hope they leave the TV shit alone. I'm kind of done with Sonic on television for a while. Like, I'm just good. Like, Boom was such a departure. And although it's funny in its own right, I felt like you lost Sonic a lot in that. I hope they don't deal with any redesigns, any crazy redesigns, because it's a dangerous line, and I think Sonic needs to just be chilled out for a while. Let him just get a good back to basics game with a strong gameplay style with some good level design. That's all Sonic really needs right now, just to kind of get like even footing, and let him start off his 30s with a bang. Because like, man, I really don't want to see another fucking generation style game. I feel like don't take this decent. It was like what? It's been like what, 4 years? I want to say. I want to say Forces came out 2017, 2018. It's been 3 or 4 years. Like, don't take this 3 or 4 year break and go right back to the same design that you literally had. It don't even have to be Lost World. Just let him refeed himself. He needs to like get back on some stable ground game wise, because Sonic's been MIA for a while, and Sega's I kind of don't mind it because now I'm in the mood to play him. Like, because Sonic has been MIA for a while, and the last couple of games I played from him weren't great, minus Mania, because Mania was fucking amazing. Like, I'm in the mood to play some 3D Sonic. Just don't let it be some pandering. And please use the characters again. That was like the worst part of his 20s, dog. Nobody fucking mattered but Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog. I know people have their issues with like the heroes in fucking Shadow and fucking the storybook games and fucking Unleashed, but damn, the other characters were a little bit more frequent than they are now. Fucking like, you have Silver. Use Silver. God, and I'm mad if they switch his voice again. I'm be pissed because Silver hadn't been in many games to hear that voice. A lot of the side characters are like that, actually. Damn, like, I'm like, it's like I look forward, and then what makes it worse is the stupid presentation is in the middle of the day on Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to be at work on my lunch break, because of course I will be, sitting in my car watching this bitch on my phone. Is it dumb? Yes. But do I do it? Yes, because it's Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog. Please let the game be back to basics. If you're gonna do, and we still got that fucking Sonic movie 2 to look forward to. Woo! I'm not crazy about that movie, I'm gonna be real with you. I think it was as good as it could have been, considering what kind of movie they ended up going for, which is essentially another fish out of water is humans. Like, man, can we not do humans anymore, dog? Like, just, like, that was like the best thing about the whole 2010 Sonic. No fucking humans. I'm perfectly cool with Eggman being the only human, because Sonic needs to refoot himself, refoot him and his characters. You got all these fucking side characters Sonic has throughout every game, but with all these side characters, and then they've been doing these weird pairings and shit. Like, for some reason, what was it? It was Team Rose, which I think brings back Big, but like, what was it? I think they ignored Cream. That's what it was. It was so fucking weird. Team Amy, for some reason, Cream just isn't relevant on either team. But like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to Cream? I feel like that's what everyone wants to do, the whole where's Mighty the Armadillo? Where's Cream the motherfucking rabbit? Cream hasn't shown up since Generation. Blaze and Silver have shown up before Cream has. And Cream was introduced earlier. That bothers me because I have a real soft spot for Cream, Silver, and Blaze's team. I like that team, and I want a game to properly showcase that dynamic. That like Blaze is like the big sister who has like two little siblings. Cream the youngest, and Silver like the younger brother, but like he wants to prove himself. It's like all this shit's right here. Use it. I've gone off the fucking deep end, folks. I've lost my motherfucking mind over Sonic the Hedgehog. Again. Damn it. it's like I'm excited, but I'm nervous because it's Sonic and it's Sega. I'm hoping the break they took did them well. Sonic is just too close, bro. He's too close. Me and him the same age. He's too close. That was like that's like my first favorite video game character. Sonic is that dude for me. He's always been like, he will always be in my top 10 favorite video game characters of all time. That's my dude. So I can't, I want him to get on a consistent track and me be like, oh shit, Sega's putting out another Sonic game. I'm ready for that. Instead of, oh God, please don't fuck this up, Sega, please. And that's how I feel like half the time with Sonic games. It's either like, oh God, you fucking put him in a car. Oh God, you make him aware. Like it's unhealthy is what it is. So I look forward to Sonic news. I look forward to Sonic material. Please, bro, just let there be some consistency. And remember, you made a huge cast of characters, and some of them people fucking like. If nothing else, give me just Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. If you need to get into the groove and you're like, let me start off slow, cool. Give me the three mains, though. Give me my Knucks and my Tails to go with my Sonic. By the way, that restaurant is goated. That's the other thing. But, yeah, just leave your thoughts and comments about Sonic the Hedgehog and his 30th birthday and the stream that's coming out, because God knows I had a lot to say about it. Wonder how much of this I'm going to keep in the video. Probably not all of it. You won't know, but I know. I might leave this in just so as a clear warning to you. There's a lot of content that you may or may not know about. Ever. Yeah, ever. Yeah. Yeah. So, with all that being said, life's a game. Let it win. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Oh. Yeah. Sonic!